breaking stuff homosexual. Welcome back, Seth.
어떤 선수가 있을까요?
Morning, Hunter's Gimp.
저희 팀의 키 플레이어는 저희 이제 코크고.
We're going to be out of sync when the game starts.
Alright.
Luckily, I know all the numbers.
Whoa, Mr. Numbers. This guy knows how to count backwards from 5.
We've never done that one, so I actually don't know those ones.
Morning, Jack Porter. Everyone say morning to Jack Porter.
Morning, Jack.
네, 들어올 때 들어오는 제타 디비전의 스타일 받아칠 준비 완료돼 있다라고 들어봤는데요. 그렇다면 AUGG 우리 팀의 키플레이어 선수 한번 꼽아볼까요?
저희 팀은 이제 항상 얘기를 했듯이 선준이가 항상 키플레이어라고 생각을 해요. 왜냐면은 저희 선준이의 그
Can someone edit the UB Pride emote to be like super horizontally stretched? I feel like it's too vertical. It's like too hard to see. Like, just make him like 4 times as fat. Just like take that same picture and stretch him big and wide, so it's easier to see his hands, please. What's your prediction for this series, Unter? 3-0 AG, because I'm never going to root for Yaki and Zeta Division and all those, yeah, villains, basically.
Villains.
최근 들어서 저번 시즌과는 다르게 저희가 들어갈
They are the villains.
마냥 드러눕지만은 않는 팀이 되었다는 게 조금 많이 와닿고 있고요. 또한 저희가 들어가는 플레이를 한다고 해서 저희가 여전히 드러눕는
Yeah, if you could inflate UB.
네, 오늘 그 부분도 잘 보여드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
우리 팀 잘한 거는 더 살려서 그리고
Another Yaki coaching disaster class inbound. Hey, come on, allow him. It's his first day at the job. We all have bad weeks at the office. Some people have bad years.
Some people will be lucky to get to a year.
어떤 부분을 더 보완해야 할까요?
일단 이제 제가 채통을 지키면서 좀 호들갑을 떨지 않아야
I miss this. Hunter liked it. What is it?
그리고 이제 저희가 사실 그
funny.
감각양양이 된 느낌이란 말이에요.
Oh, just the
It's the
dance
AI
thing.
stuff.
Someone showed me this last night.
좀
It's
그렇게 거라고 생각을 하는데
Oracle.
부분을 채워넣을 수 있는 준비를
It's very Oracle, but when Vess asks if he can join them and then gets absolutely taken down in the octagon, I thought that was quite good.
맞죠?
Did you? Oh my god, you would have enjoyed it actually. So yesterday for the, let me get the name right, ESL Saudi Challenge, OWCS playing, Twisted Minds playing. They have like very similar to like the LANs and what Korea do, you know, where they do like the sort of photo shoot beforehand to introduce the rosters. Twisted Minds introduce their roster, and we get a double Wakanda KSA into TVNT.
No way.
We get the double Wakanda, like, yeah. I mean, it's no surprise, spoiler warning, it's no surprise that they went double Wakanda. Psycho was wearing his trademark now scarf. It was over before it started.
Alright, let me get that goddamn... Yeah, let me just get this GIF up real quick. Quite literally me every time those players are on the screen. Just perma. Oh.
Yes! Oh my god. Shibi's just reminded me as well. So they go and lift the trophy at the end. So UB, the captain, essentially, lifts first. Yep. I mean, he offered it around as well, but the players were like, UB lift it first. And then they did one where they all lift it, right? So it's everyone's got a hand on the trophy, but TVNT can't quite reach. So, like, they all lift, but TVNT just can't quite reach. Eventually, he clutches at the end, gets, you know, fingertips on it. It was nearly, unfortunately, not quite enough hand situation.
Oh, poor little TVNT with the deficit of hands. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, really, but it's still genuinely a tearjerker every time I hear about it.
And there was a sweet moment as well where they were doing, you know, the like, have you seen it when sports teams do it, where everyone lifts the trophy and they all do like the hands like, "Hooray!" type stuff.
Yeah.
So they were doing that for all of the players, and then TVNT didn't play in the final. So then TVNT was like, oh, not for me, you know, like I didn't play. And then UB insisted. He was like, no, you do it. So then it was like,
UB just strong-arming his tanks on broadcast. Nothing new. Hey, why has nobody fattened the UB Pride emote yet? What do I pay you people for?
He only pays in Matchmasters coins.
Yeah. I pay with referral links. Can't wait to find out what sponsor I get next month after selling so hard this month. Unter, can you ask Craig to make sure Old Ocean's in first game of the day next week? I'll send him a message. Homosexual, can you just set an alarm? Like, what time is it right now in Germany or Austria?
The amount of privilege homosexual feels that the broadcast needs to be changed around his sleep schedule rather than waking up 2 hours earlier.
Oh, are we still on Match Masters again? No, we're done with that segment. The campaign only goes for another 27 days, so I'm sure you've done hearing about it. Alright, we're doing a 100 duel set fighting. 19, 18, 17, 16.
Wait, you're ahead.
15.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12,
Works.
11.
Works.
Working. Alright, Busan. Zeta Division with the Anaban. AG with the
I like this
Arisaban.
for AG.
Yeah?
No, this pod matchup right now. Juno Brig versus Lucio Juno. Lucio Juno, a little bit of a throwback to stage 1, honestly, but I do think that Lee Sun-min... Wait, they're playing Lucio Kiri Genji. I no longer like this. My like factor just went down by a significant margin, but I suppose Peli is on Sombra, so maybe Lucio Juno would be outrageously greedy, bordering on impossible. Clash up on the high ground. Sonjin manual hacked early, and Bernard will finish the kill with the wall. Locked in a corner with a whole lot of nothing. Alfie taking a bunch of damage, though. Manual hack out onto Milgaru, and that is just going to be Zeta Division taking that first fight. AG, their comp is a little bit awkward if Pelican can find that value, and he did find manual hack value almost immediately.
Yeah, big onus on AG to try and find ways to play around this Sombra timing. There is a lot more downtime than most other heroes you see, like Tracer Genji in these roles. Sunjin is going to go over onto the Tracer now. A little bit of a nicer matchup into the Sombra, more ability to chase down and punish, and you see them swinging out wide early on. But Pelican on the high ground, cloaked up now as they try and take a little bit of space. Bernard wants to keep Milgaru zoned there, but AG are just trying to bait out this engage. They're swinging from all sides right now, and Sunjin's got on the back and killed Finja, and all of this now Milgaru comes out, and patient from AG, probing on all sides, waiting for weakness to show, and then Sunjin gets his way into the back net. Nicely played. There's a couple of players left for Zeta on this high ground who are trying to play their life. Alpha is on the run. Wall comes out, forces Alpha to the side, but he can get through that door and will be safe. Good retake from AG.
Oh, classic slip theory there from Alfie, pressing quite aggressively with his Sombra and then escaping off into the night. AG, they've got very nice ultimates for this next fight, but Zeta Division, they've already been afforded a nice wide angle for their Freya. Somebody's got to catch Flora, but instead, Sonjin on the side will be hacked up. Not going to die though, and instead Pelican will go down. So he's taken the wide space, but been pre-fighted as a result. That's the risk of playing this new era Sombra sometimes. Milgaru comes flying in like a bat out of hell to close out the kill onto Flora. Alfie went down as well. AG haven't even had to use an ultimate yet, and now they're closing on 5 of them.
5 ultimates. Zeta not far behind, so going to be a big ult throwdown. Has to be said, Zeta Division's comp should have better ults, mainly in the form of his Ray and his EMP. Sunjin hiding here, holds him available, is scouted out and backs it up, but he's just going to deepen his position behind. So he got the opening pick into Finn on that retake. They walk out into the bowler, shield up from Alpha Yi, Ray as well, double support ult use. Kitsune rush, Milgaru dies, going to fly into that one, but bowler takes him down. Now tank advantage, they're going to swing round, but the hack from Pelican interrupts that. They shut down aid. They win the big ult trade fair, and really could have done with that beat, but just in this big ult trade, one short. Lee Sin-min not quite ready yet, and Zeta confirmed a retake.
So tough for the side of AG as well. The fact that Sonjin was scouted out early, didn't find any value with his pulse. Crucial for the fight win on the side of Zeta Division. In the time that was spent healing up for Sonjin, Zeta Division pushed in main, and Milgaru just nothing to keep him alive, nothing to pressure the enemy team to back it up. Bowler shot didn't connect, landed on the shield. Way too much went wrong for AG there. Downpour comes out from Milgaru now in main. Looks to have caught up Burner, but they've countered each other. Flora and Abe both traded out. Lee Sin-min pops the beat now though, and Milgaru flies in, catches Finn. Alfie is incredibly low. Burner is incredibly low. It is looking like Pelican has just failed to find value with the CMP. Failed to even use it, in fact. So, AG, they lose it, they reclaim it, but they have to fight a very difficult ult situation on this next turn. Really important that they can scout out Peli here and stop him from getting a good EMP angle.
Yeah, they need eyes on this Sombra as soon as they can. They've got control of the main choke, and Sunjin is marking the far side. You see Flora trying to take that duel with him now as they try and take a bit of a wider approach. Trying to come through main. EMP Abba choke hits Milgaru, but it's Aid who dies. They get the kill. Now space for Zeta Division. They flood forward. They force the Tracer recall. They're on the back line. Milgaru does get a trade here, but the hack comes through, and now Milgaru's on the back foot defensively to try and keep himself alive. They're trying to reset right now, but Bernard is still on the chase. Finn is walking forward, looking for more. Suzu has been forced as well, but AG seems to have stabilize. Another hack and torpedoes onto the high ground. More damage onto Milgaru, but no kills confirmed. Sunjun's going to catch Alfie on the low ground. Big damage onto Finn, forces him back as well. Now we're on the back foot. Bola comes out. Bernard still finds a kill, but the pulse bomb will confirm that trade. Now it's just Finn. 1 HP on the coast, and AG are going to be good for the first round. And have to reiterate, the stakes here, it's very much must win for both teams. Both teams can still make top 4, but it gets a little bit ropey with map differential if you're the losing team here. So if you win, it's nice and easy. You get top 4.
A very important match for both sides. I mean, keep your eyes on Milgaru. This guy doing something with bread right now. I feel like I can smell fish. The guy is doing so much work. He's juggling aggro perfectly. Everyone trying to chase him out, trying to find the kills, but he's just getting it all done. Great kite from Milgaru in that last fight. Backswing onto the high ground, manages to dash onto Pelican, cancel out his hack, keep himself alive, keep Pelican out of the fight. Really doing all of the work, consistently connecting these slashes onto backliners, onto squishies, getting so much value. Zeta Division, it really looked like they were in pole position with that EMP, but AG clutch it out in the scrap. Thank you for exclamation mark YouTubing homosexual.
Going to be very much the same looking comps from both teams here. Kiriluso versus Juno Brig. And it did feel for the most part that Alfie and Finn were more vulnerable in these situations than Maka and Lee Soo-min were. For now, both Freyas playing this opposite high ground. They both want this good position. Bolts flying across. Flora gets the slightly worse trade of that, but Milgaru has taken more damage on point, has to kite there. And he's actually just kited away. There's not enough healing for him. He's going to be forced out there. Milgaru tries to kite onto point, but it just makes it harder for Maka to pocket him there. So a nice, easy opening pick and a nice, easy flip for Zeta.
Yeah, that is an easy first fight indeed. I feel like the Tracer might be a little bit more awkward on this map for Sonjun. A little bit less accessible high grounds for the Tracer. Harder to get up and actually contest hit scans here. So, you know, maybe the skip is going to be a bit more free with the Brig pocket. AG might have to try and work through the point side of things. Milgaru just stepping up through main right now. Burner's matching his rotation. You can see Milgizzy's trying to get his ass over to the enemy backline. But Aid snipes Flora out of main. We did have Sonjun there helping clean up that kill. Now everyone is stuck at the back of the point for the side of Zeta Division, and this should just be good for AG to clean house.
Yeah, a couple of players left here on the coast, but Aid will kill these eventually.
Time, mate.
He's going to die to Pelican. They're going to kill him eventually. There we go. Finn dies. A little bit...
Eventually.
Made a meal of it, honestly, but they still get a flip for AG. Doesn't cost them any ults. So now they have Kitsune Rush very ready to go, but Finn's going to have that rating time to match. Battle on the high ground right now. Milgaru's walled off. Great wall from Bernard here. Punishes him. Kills that one. And again, an easy opening pick, and it's just going to be retake central here on downtown. But wait, Sunjun with a trade. Wait!
Trade, both DPS coming alive. Burner actually hits the slash on Aid. Aid missed the boulder shot on the tank, but Sonjun, great presence of mind there. He stops shooting, cancels out the manual hack instead. Lee Soo-min's closing on a big drop, but he doesn't yet have it. Milgaru secures the touch. He may have the wall available as well. Doesn't even need the wall. Is still full condition after all of this. Burner's taking a beating. And Zeta got a couple of close fights here, which really starting to slip through their fingers. I was thinking that this series could be a banger, could be a map 5 belter. But if AG, or if Zeta Division aren't careful, could be a repeat of yesterday's series where they lose all of their momentum. AG just start to work them in the neutral. And already Pelican has been bolted mid-air while invisible.
This is going to stop Pelican setting up or farming the last bit of this EMP. AG now can hurt their attention on the rotation. Here comes the downpour. Do they lock anyone up? No, I think everyone's okay there. Alfie has the rally as they want to swing out here if he needs it. At least 2 minutes for beat to match it. Alfie walking, but he can't keep Finn alive through all of it. Sunjun in the back. And now, without their main source of healing, Zeta Division in an awkward position. Do they commit here? Players down. B comes through from Lee Soo-min. Alfie is just going to accept that, actually. And honestly, given the situation, Zeta Division are probably happy just to get that beat out.
Yeah, look at that. Ult's out of the way. That is downpour and beat invested from AG. Zeta Division, they do get to come into this with a rally, with an EMP. But AG, they've countered EMPs already on this map. Sonjun's hiding with a pulse bomb yet again. Zeta Division have huge pressure to touch the objective as well. Burner might not be able to follow up if he has to scramble over to the point. You can see Finn flying through the air. Milgaru flies in off the top rope, goes for the slash, doesn't find the kill. Milgaru is actually incredibly low, but Sonjun, a game-winning pulse bomb onto Alfie. No rally. Double bolt onto Flora. The skip is dead. Milgizzy has been traded. The EMP comes out, but there is no value whatsoever. The only man to die to Pelly's EMP is Pelly himself. It's Burner and Finn versus the world, but Finn is playing around on the train tracks right now. No, sir, put the phone away. There's a train behind you. And down goes Finn. Aid, Lee Soo-min, they both find the kill, and it's over. Oh.
AG dominant, and I mean, Hazard and Orisa are probably the two tanks we see most in Korea, and winning the Hazard mirror so dominantly is a great sign for AG. Because even though this one was obviously forced, very much so by the Orisa ban, and Zeta still have that tool to throw at them, the Hazard will come up again. There'll be more opportunities for Milgaro to play this hero. A rough start for Zeta Division in this all-important series.
Don't think they counted out just yet, to be fair. This was AG's ban scenario where they got to ban out the horse. This is not the best Orisa map, and AG used their Orisa ban on a big open map, which means that now they are going to be able to take, well, rather, Zeta Division are going to be able to take AG to a map where Orisa is peak, and they're not even going to need to use a ban to enable it, right? They can just play the hero, because AG cannot threaten a tank ban any longer. So I think when we go to maps where Zeta's going to be more comfortable on the horse, there's going to be one map where Hazard can be banned out. There's going to be another map where Hazard can be just made difficult into Orisa. So I think not out of the woods yet at all for the side of Zeta, or rather for the side of AG, because this first map ban was rather greedy.
Yeah, important to get off on the right foot, but there's now, for example, we could be taken to Circuit Royale or something where you can't really play the Hazard, something like that, and then there's still Hazard ban down the line. Go on.
I've just realised Yaki's the coach for Zeta Division, so there's no fucking way they're going to have a good draft here. Everything that I said was completely pointless.
Maybe he's learned. Maybe he's been studying CJ's drafts, and now he knows.
Would they still play Orisa if Juno was banned? I think you can. You can play Lucio.
Yeah, just be Kiri Lucio instead.
They do have Alpha. They do have Alpha Yi as a bit of a problem, I suppose, but they've played the Alpha Lucio before. Lisa Min doesn't have the best Lucio either, and he makes it work.
Yeah, I think you saw it multiple times, right? There was this one retake on Downtown where they swing out the Mega Side Zeta Division, and as they try and push out with the rally, Sunjin is this kill right here, actually, where Sunjin's just on this backline, right? So if any bolt hits from Ada across the map, all of a sudden, the kills are just there for the Tracer, right? Remember the Nightmare series last week, where Chronic and Rocket just put on an absolute clinic with the sort of setup from Chronic across the map? Really similar logic here with the Tracer, and the Tracer can follow it much more consistently, because the Tracer is just harassing the backline constantly, whereas the Sombra has more specific timings that Pelican has to try and play around. And the worst thing with the Sombra out of all of this is the Sombra can't really mark the Tracer's side in the same way a Tracer could or a Genji could. So it means that in that matchup, Sunjin has so much freedom just to try and be ready for Aid to hit a couple of shots.
Yaki 5 and 2, Unter 1 and 3. Is this true?
I mean, those
Yaki
numbers...
was just announced. How many matches has Yaki won since being announced? Don't know.
He's got him on a technicality. Fuck. Yeah, just get the numbers
Yaki's
in now.
0 and 2.
0-1 and 0-3 in maps. 0-4 in maps now.
Yaki is a system coach. True. He's quite literally the zero of coaches. Just can't get it done without his system. If Yaki doesn't get to play Dildux, he gets to play Cold Ocean though. Oh, I think I have a late start tomorrow actually. Hour of extra sleep? What a treat. You doing... What time does the EMEA start?
5. So 6 hours from now? Okay. Wait, is it 5 or is it 6? Maybe it's 7 hours from now.
I'll turn off the countdown, I'll see. EMEA starts with Frosttails vs VP at 3 AM AEST. Okay.
Alright.
I'll have an alarm for then. There's something that needs to be done with a torch at that time.
Does it need to be chased?
No, it needs to be passed, actually.
Oh. I don't know.
The torch is in my hands, and it's going to be passed elsewhere. Pass torch, and he's an up-and-coming Ukrainian player. Yaki goes Root and bans Zen. Would you ever coach undesirables? They are growing on me, I'll be honest. But I don't believe the coaching does anything, so I wouldn't waste their time with that.
Can I skip EMA to watch all? Yeah, I watched the OWCX team in all last night in the 6s, and they smashed them. They were so good, actually.
Heart check.
No, there's an OWCX all team, and there's also OWCX or CX Heart Chain in Faceit as well.
They don't need your coaching. They are beyond that. Dickhead. Yaki Games abdicated against Dildux 0. Unter Games abdicated against Dildux 1.
I don't know what. I gave you a thumbs up. The VOD is uploaded. Don't worry, Panda.
Don't know wall them. Don't know wall them now. You reckon I can fit some match masters in here? Do I have time?
Yeah, the games aren't very long. You can squeeze a quick one in between anything.
I'll do a blitz round.
Between meetings, between
Actually,
maps, between feeding your children.
I mean, as long as you feed the game is the thing. I think I can join the team now. I can
The clan?
join a team. Yeah, clan, that's right. Unlock now. Search. Type team name. Unter. Search. Unter. Australian flag. 2 out of 50 members. I get the feeling this is me. Maganj is the name of the creator. So the creator is Anj in a MAGA hat, so I will be joining Team Unter now. See that?
How can you say no?
Yeah.
What's all? Just like, I guess, some small community tournament. Imagine being his best man, he won't even come and see you. I'm literally seeing you next weekend, Coleman, for the whole weekend.
Coleman's going to be there?
He's my best man.
Jeez. Peak. Good people.
You'll meet him, you're on the same table.
You're kidding. You got to be kidding me right now.
You're on the same table, mate.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding, mate. Would I kid you in a situation like this?
It's possible.
It's actually really possible. But on this occasion, I am not.
Yeah. Ah, heavens. Alright, what's coming now?
New Junk City.
I thought Unter was on the singles table. No, he's moved me off the kids table, actually. When will Overwatch World Cup come back to do that thing, do you think they'll let me on Team Ukraine? Are you Ukrainian, Cap? Come on. Come on now. I also think my food delivery man is like actually closing in right now. I'm a little scared.
Comment also says
Oh, no.
we can play the word associated drinking game.
What? I think I'm, just a liability in drinking grounds, honestly.
That's alright,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm gonna have fun at your wedding.
There will be free wine on the table, so.
Yeah.
And not to add
Is it really?
some kind of
Is it
pressure.
really free?
It's free for you.
I just mean it's like you've had to pay for it. I've had to pay $2,000 in flights to get there. Like, is any of this really free for any of us?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I actually owe you uncoachable money, so you could come out in a weird net zero. Or not really
Could
net
actually
zero.
use me on coachable money to pretty much be alright. I mean, I'm streaming all these weekends just to pay for some flights to the UK. Hey, is this a rerun? Yes, Jelly Misu, this is a rerun. I knew you were coming, so I prepped my response for this exact moment.
The amount of money you'd spend for some free wine on the weekend. The accountant's not thrilled with the transaction, but he has to cop it.
I've been to enough weddings, mate. Like I used to work at a function venue serving shitty cheap wine to people on their special day. Like I've had enough cheap wine on wedding days.
It's not cheap
you know?
wine,
Like,
it's good wine. It's from
okay,
Majestic.
Why was it a shitty function venue?
If you're
Majestic,
from the UK,
right.
yeah.
Chat, research Majestic wine, please, and give me a summary by the end. All right, 18, 17, 16,
Wait, it was like behind
15,
14, 13,
13.
12,
We're in sync.
11.
It's just like the delay or whatever, you know?
I'm
All
with
right.
you.
Clash here in main. Lucio Comp versus Kiri Juno. Zeta Division's comp is a little bit greedy, but Sonjin on the Genji might not be able to capitalize just yet. Milgizzy straight into the back, though, finds the kill on the skip, but he will be peeled out. This is not a favorable trade for AG. It's hard to win without your tank. Suzuki invested on the low ground. Big wave of pedos from Finn, par the course. And AG on the ropes as Burner just keeps on pressing. The team with a tank bizarrely winning the fight. Alfie scrapping it out as well. But wait, I say winning the fight. They didn't win the point. Ada's given, a little bit of a sneaky maneuver and taken the cap.
Yeah, they got out alive as well, so AG can reset very quickly and take this fight again. Will be a full another neutral here. Bernard is trying to force Milgaru out of this one. Flora there to try and poke him as well. But it's going to sort of descend just into a slow pokey fight here. Chance for the Freyas to take over a little bit. Pressure now forces a bit of block out Milgaru. Alpha Yi and Pelican on this flank. Just trying to contain this angle right now. Keep this Genji Lucio in check. Pelican is awfully low, but dashing as well. Forced a lot of cooldowns. They've won this side fight here. Lee Min, a lot of space. Alpha on the back foot. But AG, they've taken a lot of damage from the space as well. Everyone is low. Pelican finds for first kill. Take aim, bulk trade from beyond the grave. But Zeta have cleaned up in main. Really, really scary fight now. The side fight is going to be so important. This Kiri Lucio. Oh, sorry, this Kiri Tracer up against this Genji Lucio.
Not liking this pick at all from Sonjin. I feel as if he needs to get over to the Tracer. Playing Genji without the Brig Pocket against a double flex comp. I feel like there's so much more he could be doing on the Tracer, but instead, he's just opening the door right now for Zeta Division to take all of the map. It's so hard for him to find the space. Now there's a touch required for AG. Milgizzy, he's flanking around for it. Looks like the Tracer is underneath. Pulse Bomb comes down onto Milgaru, and there's just nobody to save him. God only knows where Maka is. Most of AG appear to have flipped underneath, made it out through other avenues. Flora takes a lot of damage, but no kills. Sonjin in the back trying to rest. Bowler shot comes out from Aid. 2 for 3 trades, but Zeta Division are up, and in fact Zeta Division are just going to win this exchange. AG on the ropes right now. Bowler invested for Pulse Bomb.
Quick Majestic update. Kush Offie is also getting married this month. They have also gone for Majestic to cover their wine. They've gone for the Governor, as have I. So more positive reviews for Majestic. The stocks are trending up for sure as we move on to point D here. Kitsune Rush available for Alpha Yi. Maka's not far behind. All the support ops going to be available partway through this fight. But again, it's the side fight where it already starts, and Sunjin can't confirm that kill. Now Alpha Yi and Pelican with a significant advantage. They'll kill this Lucio as well. 2 for Alpha Yi. And they're winning the fight on both fronts here, Zeta Division. Clean first fight. Dominant on the side, most importantly, though.
Loving this from the side of Zeta Division. Classic Yaki theory as they go to a good Orisa map to play Hazard, to play Juno Kiri, because they have mind-controlled Sonjin into not picking Tracer. He actually dies pre-fight with the blade so that he gets stuck on Genji for yet another life, and Zeta Division have the cap. You can see Lucio Genji for the side of AG swinging very wide, touching the point right now. Huge downpour, blocked out by Burner's wall, blocked out by Milgaru's wall as well. No Hazard can get a downpour off at the moment because they're both just too good at pressing E on a wall. Sonjin, though, he's taken down Flora. 1 player advantage for AG. Kitsune Rush on the objective, and the flip went through 17% ago. But trades keep coming through. LV catches Sonjin on the side. Aid kills Pelly and Burner. And Zeta Division, it looks like they don't quite have it to win this ult exchange. Sonjin is once again dead with Blade, though, so there's another fight for him on Genji.
Waiting for it, and this time he's going to have pretty limited support. No support ops to come with that one here. So the Blade just in its own bubble can be quite hard to get off. Disruption to come. They have to work around the Suzu and everything as well. So eyes on Sunjin to finally get value here as AG are going to walk up, hold this choke aggressively, look for a nice wall timing as they come through. But Nara's trying to poke that one out. But again, our attention moves over to the side fight as Alfie and Pelican try and make some progress here. Already Lee Min and Sunjin conceding a little bit of space, and this flank is now open. Zeta Division playing very wide, 2 distinct groups, a 3-2 formation, and Sunjin goes behind, runs into the Juno, can't land the shot, deflected torpedoes, that should finish it, but that doesn't do enough. Finn kills Lee Min, the Blade comes out for Suzu. Finn is so low, he eventually gets the kill. Sunjin gets it in the late end, 2 kills, both supports in the end. Looked scary for Sunjin there, but the Blade should be enough. They clean up point, and the Blade comes good eventually.
He had me in the first half. He genuinely had me in the first half with that neutral into Blade, but really came up trumps after his 5th slash onto Finn. Good grief. He's actually sticking it out on the Genji despite the death. My Uber Eats driver is at the door, but I'm going to wait until he messages me because last time I went early, I found myself waiting on the street somehow as they failed to park and got lost. AG stepping up to the plate. They are on the point first. Zeta Division playing for the retake here, but they do need Alfie to work his way in through the side. Bolt lands on Flora, but Sonjin has closed the gap. He's head-to-head with Flora right now. Aid catches the kill. Little 1-2 buckle my shoe action, but Lee Min has been traded, so it's a 4v4. Bodies on the point for both teams. Nobody pressuring the cap just yet. Maka incredibly close to the Kitsune Rush, but he's too far away to pop it. He pops it from the back, but not before Milgaru goes down. Aid is traded. Tank advantage for Zeta Division, but the Kitsune Rush might be enough to force Burner back. He's got the downpour. Needs to force out some shifts in order to get it going, though. Sonjin takes down Finn in the back. He's back in the mix with Aid. They're doing it all. Burner might be on the point, but he's not good for the kill right now. Bolt available, Bowler available as well. AG, they are pressuring the cat now. Flora getting gapped. Downpour comes out, catches Aid, catches Lee Soo-min, and Burner with the clutch Downpour turns the tides. AG can't scrap it out. Milgaru might not even be able to find a trade here. Oh, my days.
Looks ropey for Zeta Division there. Bernard was left alone on point, people dying all around him, but he bided his time, got some capture progress, and then nails that Downpour to turn the fight. AG going to be forced to retake with their beat here. Double support ult available for Zeta Division, so they can match this beat and return even more powerfully. The only clutch factor really for AG is if this Downpour can find its way through, but again, side fight actually going a little bit worse for Zeta Division now as AG try and make a bit of progress on there. AG is going to poke his way through main, looking for a couple of these bolts onto Flora, walking through, Kitsune rush from Alfie, and AG just want to cheat this one. They want to get all out, but Warner's good onto Sunjin, but he has deflect and dash. Pelican continues to chase here, boot back to buy more space. Pulse Bomb's not found anything. Burner has to be careful not to go too far. Downpour to turn on them right now. Think they are locked up. Bowler comes through, he's in his face. Will be a 1-for-1 trade out of that. So much damage in main. Mugaru can't find Bavani. The raid from Finn, too powerful. Gets them through all of that, and they are good for this one, Zeta Division. Wait, maybe not just yet. Aid's found a kill onto Bernard. It's Lucio Freya now. They've got the flip as well. Pressure on. Bolt's gonna land. That second one doesn't, but Aid can keep fighting. He's got full pocket from his team. Neither team has a tank just yet, so it'll be a bit of a stalemate. But Freya's battling it out on the coast. Double Bolt goes into Flora. He's so low, but he gets back to his supports. Milgaru is back on the ball. Pressure onto the backline. Blade coming through from Sunjin to finish it. Kills Flora. Don't think he can get any more, but they might just be happy with that. Needs to be careful not to get traded. Lee Soo-min's getting awfully involved here as well. Zeta Division are so low, but they're not quite dead yet. There goes one. They need these final kills though. Pelican will force them back, and AG, they had to scrap for every inch there, but they get themselves back on point.
An absolutely game-losing flip from Zeta Division there. That was their chance. They really could have pressed the advantage there, but they let the flip go through, and then suddenly AG no longer need to touch the point. They no longer trigger OT. Instead, they get to make these wrecking ball swaps, push Zeta Division further and further behind. One fight has been won by AG on this point, and somehow, someway, it's the last point. It's actually threatening being a 2-0 lead for AG, despite the situation we were in. Zeta Division, they have to step up to the plate. They have to get the touch. Burner has the downpour. Flora's already rather low. Suzy Q forced out from Maka, but the skip is dead. There's a Kitsune rush on the objective. Zeta Division, they have the ultimates to win this, but do they have the presence on the point? Alpha Yi is low. Pelican is on the run. Downpour comes out, catches Aid. Can they kill him?
No, Pelican came back in, he had Pulse Bomb, but he had no recall, so he was kind of out of a fight. No follow-up on that Downpour, and Bernard gets traded. Now they are all on point. Desperate touches for Zeta Division. They have for Bowler, but not a lot else. Alpha Yi goes down, another bolt onto Pelican, and Aid is just playing cleanup right now. Bit of aim training in the middle. Enemies on all sides, but he's going to kill all of them. And AG take the lead on New Junk City. I think he might have been going to the door to get his food. Beat available for Lee Soo-min. Mines available for Milgaru. Good situation here. And just keeping the ball. Why not? Got Mines. Good heal for Milgaru. He's up hiding in the corner. Spider-Manning at this choke. Waiting for his opportunity. Bernard has not spotted him yet. We'll just drop down. A little bit of damage, keeping them at bay for now. Point is about to unlock, which will force Zeta Division's hand a little bit. They've nearly got their support ults available as well. They're looking for the side fight, and this is something the ball can do. Look at that, they get involved. Bowler on the side fight. Bernard tries to help the side fight as well, which I guess kind of just makes it the main fight in the end if everyone goes there. But well won by AG. Milgaru nails that kill onto Alpha Yi, and they waited for that Kitsune rush, but they didn't even get a chance to use it. And now AG, great position to close this map out, give themselves 2-map lead in the series. Lots of pressure on Zeta Division right now. Again, Milgaru hiding above them. Don't think Zeta Division have any idea at the moment. He's got eyes on the side fight and eyes on the main fight. He has full information for his team. He's going to go for main now. He knows the Kiriko is not there. Pressure comes through. He lets them through the choke though. Still has mines behind him. Pelican comes over to mark that right now. Beating Kitsune Rush traded on point. Here come the mines on that Kitsune Rush, making it hard to use. Lots of damage onto Alfie, but he lives for now. Flora's going to try and live through all of this raid. Double supporter has now expired for Zeta Division, and Sunjin comes in with the blade afterwards. Suzu comes through, but no escape for Flora. Nails the shot. They trade the blade. Milgaru's low, but doesn't die. He actually gets Alfie and gets out. Murder misses for Slash. Can't kill the Lucio either. Flora's in so much trouble. He can get the Mega, but he is being forced to run. And where are the rest of the Zeta Division players? They're still scattered around. This is last fight. They have to try and make it work. Bernard is separated. He walls himself off underneath. They need the touch. AG are chasing him, but this is allowed Zeta Division to get on point. Bernard regroups with his team. He's so low. TK Bolt's going in. Bowler Kitsune rush to finish the drop from AG. They're trying to hunt down these kills. Bolt will finish one. Flora's under more pressure. Avoids the pulse bombo. Bernard is so low. Sunjin over the top. Slam comes through. They're also low, and AG have done it. Dominant in the end. And honestly, once they swapped a ball, it wasn't even close anymore.
Classic Yaki theory there, Xavier, as they go to a map where they could play Orisa, they could avoid the Hazard mirror versus a team that has very obviously shown that they don't like to play Orisa, and that when taken off Hazard, they're a lot less comfortable. And instead, just go to a very bizarre matchup where you're playing double flex on a map with more narrow angles, so Alfie has to play against the Lucio and makes it awkward for them. Like, what are they thinking? Really, what are they thinking? Go to an Orisa map, ban Brig, play Hazard. It's genius. It's really genius, isn't it? Don't know what they're thinking. They're smoking crack. But you know what? It's a Yaki theory moment for sure.
Thank you, Crozzy, for the 16 months tier 1 as well. And yeah, it certainly does seem to be a crack-based decision, because we were talking about it before the game of now the Orisa ban has been used, so they've got lots of choices to force Orisa maps, you know, like a New Jack City or a Circuit Royale where Hazard can just be more difficult. And then they can also ban Hazard on one of the more Hazard-friendly maps if they get taken there as well. So lots of good options for them. But instead, they just take more of the Hazard mirror, they lose it, Milgaru comes back onto ball for an emergency, you know, for a last-minute contest, and then they just have no contest for that as well. Initially, it looked like the Kiri Tracer were getting more consistent value on these side fights, but especially once Milgaru went onto ball, all of a sudden Milgaru's ability to occupy main, threaten that main core, but also overload the side fight, so powerful on ball with all that mobility, and they just had no response to Zeta Division. And honestly, if we look back to maybe some of the problems AG were having yesterday, it was all in that side fight, right? They were getting busted open by Spin and missing. But today, much more proactive in terms of winning that, dedicating resources, and dominating the side fight here against Zeta Division today.
Well, I really do feel like they're trolling the draft here. Like, you know, stones from the glass house and all, given I'm you know, the resident draft tosser for Space Station Gaming. But seriously, like, what on earth are you going to, you know, an Orisa map, banning Brig, not playing? I don't know, I just don't get it. Like, that's high key their edge in this matchup, is the fact that they got Burner who can just Orisa diff, and they just go banning Brig as well. Just go to an open map. We don't have to play Brig.
Well, they take Kiri Lucio like they forced Kiri Lucio like it wasn't what they were pretty happy to play anyway. AG. Like, it's really not forced AG into an uncomfortable situation.
They just lost map 1 to Kiri Lucio, and then they banned Brig, something that they never play anyway. Because they want to play Kiri Lucio double flex. Like,
getting a on the ground, getting a first time match side report from Goofy List 71 here. Now, once again, have just speedrun Rudasapi in 2 minutes as they continue their unstoppable domination of the Chinese region.
Are you like fake watching China? Like people are watching the Chinese Pro Chaser broadcast with 3 viewers or something?
I'm not watching it. I'm just getting chat updates. I feel like maybe I'll tune in for playoffs if they don't clash. It's a little bit of a shame that they clash completely, right? But it is what it is.
Yeah, I want to watch like Team CC games in playoffs to make sure they make it. Because having met Team CC in person, those guys are awesome. I really like them. Like, they're really lovely guys. I really hope that they succeed. Really hope to see them. Either we see. But yeah, the games in China, pretty boring when it's just once again winning all the time. But
some more AI slot.
A bit of, oh god, not more AI slot.
The best hit scans in Europe. Is that Kai saying, "Can I join?" Oh, he's been knocked out. Oh, poor Kai.
Is it just Quartz and Libda?
It's Zodial's actually snuck his way in here, actually.
That is outrageous, sir.
But Kai doesn't really look like Kai at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, the TBNT didn't look like TBNT in the Saudi one either.
Yeah, is that the tank? Yeah, I've seen the tank one. Unter only likes Team CC because they made SSC look good for one series. There was a human connection. Playoffs don't clash.
Human connection had nothing to do with the series.
It was a human and financial connection.
Why do you think so little of me? There was no financial connection. I could have gone 0-2 in China and I would have liked Team CC. Literally added them on WeChat and just sent them random bullshit pictures all day when we were there. Like, they were so sound. First scrim we had with them, can we please have your WeChat? And then just start sending them bullshit. We randomly video call Carnegie in the middle of the day and he just picks up. Like, beast. Didn't AG lose yesterday? Yes, Orange.
It's Poker Face.
That's because Poker Face is better than Zeta Division.
Yeah, the real crime in all of this is that why a Poker Face don't get to play in the seeding tournament. Alright, we've gone to Runa Sapi. So this must be Orisa. Ball is banned.
A ball ban for Runa Sapi. That feels like a fucking waste.
Juno is banned, so they are forcing the Kiri Lucio.
Like, seriously, why do they ban ball? They don't need to protect... They don't need to protect tank. Orisa was banned on map 1. It's a bad ball map.
They should ban Hazard, if anything, no?
I think Orisa and a Hazard on this map is so fine. They should just ban a support to protect what they want to do, you know?
Like ban Valkyrie. I don't know if they banned... One of Valkyrie or Lucio, right? Whichever one. I don't know if they banned any already, but one of those should be open, right?
They just have cancer, dude. Like, this team is just dumb as fuck.
Context as well, AG on the verge of securing their place in the seeding, and if Zeta Division are to lose, their fate is no longer in their hands. They have to rely on the outcome of T1's final game against Onside, and of course, Crazy Raccoon versus Falcons. Obviously, it means they might be relying on Crazy Raccoons to win, which seems like a pretty good team to rely on to win, but be a bit of a nervous 24 hours.
You don't understand the subtle genius of Yaki. You're right, I don't.
It's so subtle, it's really hard to detect with the human eye.
Yeah, but that's because the human eye can only see in 24 frames per second.
His genius is at a much higher frame rate. Really have to be paying attention.
Hindered by the refresh rate, sadly.
Alright, so AG, we're gonna need no second invitation. More Kiri, more Lucio, more Hazard. But finally, with their backs against the wall, is on the Orisa. This is what we were expecting to see a lot more of from Zeta Division, but now everything really coming down to the line. Bernard is on one of his best heroes, if not his best hero. And they'll roll out to mid here. Kiri, Lucio, Mirror. Sombra versus Tracer is the matchup again. Seeing Pelican not have the same impact he maybe has had earlier in the stage so far with this. Initially, AG going to be swinging out to main, get Aid a little bit of that space. AG in general, they can't really play front to back. They have to find timings to go past the Orisa. So expect them to play quite slow, maybe similar to how they played on Mecha Base, where they're just trying to probe from a few different sides. Zeta Division are going to waste no time getting some capture progress though as Bernard starts moving it forward.
It is going to be very difficult for Pelican to find his way in on this map. It's very narrow, very straight, and Pelican going up against the Tracer. Sonjin should be able to mark him out. You can see right now, Pelican, he is just trying to play Sombra 76 as best he can, playing rather front to back side of his team. Burner spins in though, spears little Milgizzy up against the wall, pops the fort, so that's both skills invested for Burner. But look at the ult charge difference. Milgaru, he's taken so much damage. He's gone back in, but Burner has actually overstepped and been caught out. Half HP, no problem. Burner used double skill and then gets completely caught out by Milgaru. Great heads up play from him there. Alfie on the Lucio getting walked on by Sonjin, who decides to just spectate the enemy's corpse. You can see that Zeta Division are broken.
on the ropes here, and Mac has even got a Kitsune Rush advantage for this next fight as well. Lee Min only ever so slightly ahead in B, but the Kitsune Rush will be the big one. Forces Zeta Division to potentially play a disengage if they can't get Finn's ult up in time. For now, Milgari, you can see he's lurking on this side. Sunjun's trying to bait someone in so he can overload that, but no one from Zeta Division's going to fall for it. But Sunjun, he just pushes it and kills Finn before the fight. Now Mac is definitely going to get Tsune Rush first, and Sunjun is completely unchecked. The limitations of the Sombra here to contain this side. Sunjun's getting just to do what he wants. He's killed Finn so many times in this series so far, and they just have to concede checkpoint for free here, potentially.
Oh, Finn is on fraud watch. I thought Falcons were going to be the team going down to the wire. They want another touch. Further invest the Fortify just to get onto the objective, but there's no staying power, and Alfie is already dead. It's Sonjun's season, baby, and now it's so rough right now for Zeta Division. Burner's holding it down on the card, but Finn is in so much trouble. Sonjun is on his case, chasing him out of the TP, finds the kill, recalls away. Aid has been traded, but now with no healing, Burner can't possibly live. He pops the surge, he goes down, he doesn't even pop it. Oh, checkpoint being threatened. There's no way they can touch this. It doesn't matter. These trades are unimportant. Zeta Division just spent 3 ultimates to lose the fight. Pelican's been scouted. He's being chased on the coast. Milgaru survives, walls up, takes the mega health pack. Maka will be traded. This is a consequential trade now. Zeta Division are all back into the mix. Everybody say hi to TOL3L.
Hey. EMP now available for Zeta Division. Beats available for both teams here. More difficult for Lee Min. Obviously, he either can hide to counterplay this EMP, or they can just try and go fast. For now, the side fight, they found Pelican immediately as well. So Pelican not in position for this, as Sunjun looks to deepen his position all the way behind. Pressure on Alfie. He can't find the stick. More pressure on Alfie. He does have that beat available. They continue to pressure forward. Sunjun has been forced to recall, but beat push to keep going. Alfie, he dies! Where's the beat? Alfie, disaster. Pelicans had no chance to use his EMP. And Zeta Division are crumbling right now.
I mean, with Alfie's Ajax on map 3, it's just over. It's just completely over. It doesn't matter if Aid is traded. Their mentals are broken. Their series is done. Zeta Division, the bum team that could. Thank God they got rid of Chenggun and picked up Yaki to be equally as fucking hopeless in the draft. Good thing they protect Ban Tank here on map 3. They're back in a Hazard, Mirror and Azavia. Burner is off the horse onto the Hazard. There is simply no hope for them. Good thing they banned Hazard a grand total of 0 times in this matchup. Oh my days. Pelican manual hack onto Burner onto Milgaru in main, but Alfie is simply dead again. EMP comes out, Finn takes down Sonjun. It is a 4v4. Kitsune rush from Finn as well. Burner's taking a beating. He dies inside the rush. Milgaru has the downpour, but he doesn't even need it because Aid can just clean house. And Zeta backs to the wall. Every ultimate spent at every possible opportunity, but no value.
Props to all the people in chat who are remembering to say Vega now instead. Nice work. Milgaru has the downpour advantage, ready to go, and Zeta Division, their series very much on the line. The map on this line, and they are in the bin right now. Need a bit of magic, need someone to drag them back into this series. Flora has the bowler, an opportunity. But HE, they're in no rush, they're in complete control of this map. They'll just keep taking these side fights, keeping them in space, eventually able to get Sunjun there. Pelican has gone to match for Tracer now. Downpour onto Bernard, locks him up. Do they have the damage? They do have the damage, just a nice easy kill. No ults to respond with. Double kill for Sunjun. Oh, it's looking like a full cap in Zeta Division. 3-0'd. Disaster. Again?
Check the meterage. It's Avril Theory. They're up 100 meters. They can't possibly win at this point. This is where Kevin Walker would confidently call the map. Oh my god, Finn goes down to Milgaru. He's already pre-fighted. Maka takes down Pelly. There's 2 players left. It's better in LPE.
Lisa
They're full capped in under 6 minutes.
And Zeta Division, 3-0s. It was the same yesterday, right? 2 3-0s in a row.
Dog shit.
Disaster for Zeta Division. This was the
Black will be happy.
Most important game.
Well, Finn has a habit of shrinking to the occasion.
And what a recovery for AG, right? After that disaster against Pokerface, that really put their whole sort of top 4 campaign in peril. They just get it done against Zeta Division, no problem.
Hawk types in my chat. Also, it's a draft gap. Yeah, obviously it's draft. The coach literally does more than the players in these situations, dude. Like, Flora just couldn't possibly gap Aid because of the draft, you know? These last 2 series that you've watches where Flora has just been absolutely face fucked by the enemy Freya in both matches. It's literally a coaching issue. Was this Yaki's fault? No, but for the sake of the narrative, yes.
Yeah, lots of Sunjin getting player for match, lots of people praising Sunjin as well. And yeah, I think I and maybe most people expected this to be a bit of a downgrade in many ways. Like maybe a bit of a wider hero pool, but you'd lose all those crazy peaks that Who Are You was finding in stage 1. But Sunjin's just been good for it on Tracer, good for it on Genji. Really flourishing in this with this new team.
Who Are You was actually the problem on AG.
Yes, he was holding them back. Who Are You and Gultak were actually, they weren't the glue. They were the cement anchoring them to the ground, stopping them making progress.
The Brazilian swimming shoes. Disaster. Wait, is it over already? I went for a game and just came back. Slay Queen. Mate, how long have the games been going? I've been recording for 2 hours. The rerun is going to get terribly repetitive today.
Yeah. Yeah, if they update the table on Liquipedia, where are we at? Because what it should also tell us now is what Falcon's like number to beat is, right? So Liquipedia not up to date. So it's time for math. So AG 130, which means AG are on. Let me do it with this pen. AG are on 6, and they are on plus. Oh wait, it's just been updated. Maybe this will save me the hassle. It's been updated and saved me the hassle. So Crazy Raccoon 6-1, 1 game to play plus 15. AG 6-2.
오늘의 두 번째 경기 AGG가 승리를 가져갑니다.
Let me turn down Lisa
축하드립니다.
Yoon. I'm trying to do math.
Oh, wow.
네, 오늘 승리 축하드립니다. 오늘의 POTM은
So,
선수가 차지하게 됐습니다.
Yeah, T1 on currently on plus 7. They can go up to plus 10. So actually, no matter what, T1 can't overtake AG. Even if they win 3-0 tomorrow. Zeta Division are on 5 and 3 and plus 3. Meaning that all Falcons need is a map tomorrow, right? Falcons just need a map tomorrow to secure top 4.
How the hell has that happened? It felt like Falcons had done so badly.
I think what's happened with Falcons is their results haven't been that bad, but their ride test has been horrific. You know, like they're going close with all these teams that they shouldn't. They're not just going close, but they're looking pretty hopeless when they do it. You know, like yesterday when what tomorrow or who have they played?
No.
Have they played Crazy Raccoon tomorrow? Which is actually, it's not a guaranteed
They
map
need one.
by any means, but they need a map.
No way,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
they
so
can
it's
lose that.
Zeta Division are not out of it. Because actually, wait, so if they lose 3-0, it goes to plus 3 each. So who won the Falcons Zeta head-to-head? Zeta did. Yeah, so Zeta would win the head-to-head. So it is literally just a map for Falcons.
Everyone's saying T1, are they wrong?
What about T1? As in who they lost to? Or they beat T1 on the very first day of the group stage. But it was a 3-2 and it was kind of close, but obviously people expected T1 to be quite good, so I think they kind of got like fair enough for that. But then they dropped maps to Poker Face, they dropped maps to Onside Gaming, I think it is as well. They lose to Zeta Division. They actually, yeah, they lose to AG 3-0. That was probably like they lose to AG 3-0. They beat Old Ocean, but then they look pretty dodgy against Onside. I think it was that dodgy onside game into AG 3-0.
POTM 축하드립니다. 막내인 만큼 형들에게 귀여움을 많이 받고 계신 것 같은데요. 맞나요?
Hey, we knocked up together.
아니요.
I see a join, but oh, we are.
아니라고
Okay.
하는데.
Yeah.
자, 그럼 형들에게
just
귀여움을 받을 수 있는 애교 부탁드립니다. 여기 이렇게 와 있어요.
Okay.
So yeah, so stakes are clear. Obviously, I don't think, can T1 even get dragged into it? No, I think T1 are safe now actually, right? Because even if they lose 3-0 tomorrow against Onside Gaming, which should surely be impossible, the worst they can do now is 6-2 and plus 4, which still keeps them above Zeta Division.
자, 같이 딜조했던 에이드 선수에게 이거
Have Onside won a game yet?
선수의 귀여운 하트 날려봤습니다.
Yes, they beat Vesta, if I remember right, in that
always
5
vegetable.
경기로
that 5 map dogfight. Yeah.
But they might just get packed up by Pokerface now, right? Because like Pokerface is really not bad at all.
Yeah, Pokerface are a bit of a wild card here. The problem for Pokerface is
next up BPS.
because they've had such a bad start, they might actually start in the lower bracket of the last chance qualifier.
Oh, Jesus.
Like
I do think that for Pokerface, though, they might struggle versus Onside if Onside plays Diva, you know? Because, like, Pokerface was winning really hard through, like, double flex support and even, like, spint on projectile heroes sometimes. Like, he did really well on Tracer, too. But Diva's pretty good into these double flex comps. Like, just shred the side. And Attack is good for that. Perhaps better than anyone for that in the tournament. But at the same time, we might just see Attack on Monkey and Dopey Opie on Kiri and just, like, an instant defeat screen spawn in. So, anything's possible.
It has to be known to happen. Yeah. And to be fair, even if they have to go through the lower bracket, they were probably going to have to, like, they were going to have to do that anyway, right? Because they were going to run into maybe, like, a T1 or a Zeta division. But I don't know. Pokerface feel like the team most likely to cause an upset now in that last chance qualifier.
It's crazy that at the exact same time that that otaku in the corner links a tweet about Violet being shit, or, you know, Alpha, you shitting, Poop the Bed 7 gifts a sub to Nipple Boy. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Thank you very much. Poop the Bed 7 for the gift sub as well.
Someone's just linked me the Tomathan tweet where it's a picture of the Alpha Ajax saying you can take away the toilet, but he's still got a shit.
Yeah, someone linked that tweet and the next message is someone called Poop the Bed 7 gifting a sub. Like, just can't make this shit up. Thanks, Poop the Bed 7. Oh, big break now, right? Big pause in activity.
Yeah, that was a really quick one in the end.
Yeah, I'll watch Pirate muted. Do you think he's got music on right now? Oh, he's got music, all right. Jesus.
Every time.
Yeah. Every single time. Like, I just want to hear what he has to say. Big break for Marbles and Match Masters. Get a stadium going. Low key. I think what I'm going to do is, in order to try and incentivize the Match Masters microtransactions, viewer stacks for only for people that buy the Match Masters microtransactions. Literally, like, I need to do like a paid incentive to encourage people to buy the 2,000 coin pack, right? So what I'm going to do is buy the pack, post a screenshot in the Discord that you bought the pack, we play together. 10 mans, you know, like viewer 10 mans. I feel like that's the method. That is definitely going to get me like at least one person buying it, you know? One person bought it for mod. One person bought it for some skins that I had laying around. Like, we've got options here.
For Panda who's asking, if Crazy Raccoon Trio Falcons, who makes top 4? Falcons will be 5th, so everyone except for Falcons will make top 4.
This is not a rerun, Poop the Pet 7. And C-Tones bought it just because he loves the game. What are your thoughts on Attacker's advantage? No comment.
Yeah, two teams will directly qualify from Korea playoffs, as well as Crazy Raccoon who have already qualified. And then the next closest team or teams will go to the last chance qualifier. And then there's another spot potentially for Korea. But you have to say, if we're looking at the 4th place team now, and it can be any one of T1, AG, or even Falcons, you'd have to say they're pretty favoured to win that last chance qualifier.
Who's this?
Whichever Korean team gets sent to the last chance qualifier.
Right,
yeah.
There's such a real chance
whoever
that,
it is,
like,
basically.
a Falcons doesn't make it, or a Zeta doesn't make it, like something awesome like that. Like, I feel like it's actually the only way that I'm going to be unhappy is if AG doesn't make it through, you know? Like, if AG doesn't make it through LCQ. But, like, if it's going to be Falcons v Zeta in the LCQ, like, no matter which way you slice it.
That'd be, oh my god, what a final that would be.
Wait, could there be even more, right? Because there's 2 from Korea. So it's Crazy Raccoon, T1,
AG.
There's one more team that's good. AG, right? So yeah, it would be those 2 at the LCQ.
It could be those 2 who just both end up scrapping out.
Vision makes it through instead. Impossible. Literally impossible.
Violet's ultimate revenge as he eliminates Zeta Division from the last chance qualifier.
Yeah. How does LCQ work? It's not only Korean teams, right? It's not only Korean teams. It's just only Korean teams that can win it.
Yeah, we don't know the full numbers, but it's going to be basically all the teams that didn't quite qualify directly for Esports World Cup, so like for 4th place, maybe 5th place in like EMEA North America, they're all going to go to Riyadh. They're going to play a tournament, and the winner of that, just the one winner, single spot available, the winner of that tournament goes to the Esports World Cup. Yeah, that's right, Nikodos as well. If Crazy Raccoon get any of these top 2 spots, it just goes to the next closest.
Does Violet's new team have a Winston? He's playing in EMEA, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
No, they've got AMDP, who's a young Saudi tank player, and sit down because this might shock you, but he plays a lot of Diva.
Jeez. Diva players galore.
He's actually got the class. He plays for Diva, bit of the Orisa, bit of Ram, bit of Malga.
Yeah. Is this the attacker advantage guy? Yes, Waterfall 434. What's he listening to? Yeah, it's music. Music. That's not good for monetization. I don't want to be like, you know, like the antagonist of Footloose or anything, but I can't stand music. Like, it's just... kills my monetization.
Here we go on this Footloose arc. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
You gotta be so old to know what I'm talking about here. Hello, Mr. Hunter, could you please help me with fantasy? Do I swap PK to Mamo and Rocket CJ Landon from release Sugarbron Rocket CJ Landon? Stop mic spamming. Stop mic spamming, dude. Like, Jesus. Install Matchmasters. Like, put away the mic. Install the mobile game. Done. Did Farmer farm today? Farmer did not play, but they lost 0-3 regardless.
Maybe.
What is your take on the Skysty situation? Heard it's crazy from Cager on Twitter. I don't know what the Skysty situation is, but Skysty blocked me for making fun of her saying that Mercy players think that they're an oppressed class like 5 years ago. So I'm just going to give whoever isn't Skysty the benefit of the doubt and say that Skysty's in the wrong. Because, yeah, I don't know. Like, you can be a funny Mercy one trick, and then you can be Skysty. And, like, I just CVA with that, you know? Like, I just CVA.
Somebody asked me last night, and I just couldn't be less interested in this type of streamer drama.
Wait, it's versus Derpy? Oh, I mean, Derpy is a certified fucking moron, to be fair, you know? Like, nothing but love, but at the same time, there is a reasonable chance that Derpy has just as much cancer. Like, what if you put a Ryan one trick and a Mercy one trick in a room together, like, you're gonna wind up with what I have on my second toe on the right foot, you know? Like, you're gonna have cancer.
You have to see a dermatologist about that if you've got...
Did I tell you that I went to the GP and he gave me a referral?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I don't know what that is. You should go to a dermatologist.
You should see a professional about that, yeah. Thanks,
I'm gonna have no fucking toe at your wedding.
I'll get Common to amputate it for you. He's always threatening to amputate stuff, so he might be good for it. I should do overreactionary power rankings for mid-season champions. I've already done my power rankings. And it feels like my skepticism of Zeta has all come to pass.
Okay, now I can unmute Pirate. He's turned off the music.
How was ESL yesterday? Really good, actually. The lower bracket final wasn't all that. We had like one crazy map, but the grand final was really good. My Mercy OTP power rankings wouldn't be any good because I just don't know any of them.
Okay. Is NCS no copyright? Is that what NC stands for? No copyright sounds. Oh, nice.
Were Vision any good yesterday? Not really. It wasn't that close.
I just heard the celebration noise, C-Tones. Thanks, mate.